Hello everyone, my name is Justine Dandria with Creative Faith Cafe, and today we are going to make a lollipop arrangement in a mug that you can give as maybe a get well gift or just the thinking of you gift or a birthday, any type of gift that you want or just to give. A few weeks ago, I think it might have been last week, I went live and I showed everyone how to make it with a milk carton because it was milk day. So we made a milk carton base, and then we added the Tootsie Roll lollipops to it, and that was a lot of fun. But I had issues with my the sound, so I figured I'd come on and make another one for you today. And we're going to use a mug from Mary and Martha. I know a lot of you purchased them over the holidays. And this is Oh Happy Day. And then on the back, well, here it says Oh Happy Day. And on the other side it says Rejoice and be happy in the Lord, Psalms 32:11. So we're going to go ahead and do that today. And we're going to make it so that it can be lifted out and the person can actually use the mug instead of gluing it in there. So you just have to be careful when you're transferring it that it doesn't fall out. So I'm gonna stay here with you, but I'm gonna switch to make me a little bit smaller since my head's gonna be chopped off. I'm gonna do two separate ways because I like you to see the front part of it, but also I like you to see the this version of it. But let me see. Okay, well, we'll try it this way and see how that works. I would like it to be a little bit smaller or side by side. Let me think for a second. Should we do that way? Let's try it this way first, and we'll see how that happens. All right. So the supplies that we're using are, I don't think I want my autofocus on. Lollipops. Today we're going to use Blow Pops. Let me take my autofocus off. We're going to use Blow Pops. And of course, because I'm doing this a little bit differently and my camera's a little bit further away, so I'm like the old grandma one now where I have to go like this to see the screen. Anyway, we're using Blow Pops, a styrofoam floral foam that I got from the Dollar Tree, my Mary and Martha mug, any kind of mug you can use, some cupcake liners. Today I think I'm going to use my yellow ones, and then I'm going to use foil. And actually I think I'm going to use the gold foil with it. You're going to need glue stick. Let's see. I don't have ribbon, a yellow ribbon, so I'm just going to use some fabric that I bought, a remnant. I'm going to use that for my bow. And then, let's see. Okay, some wood skewers, some wire, floral tape, a glue gun, and then some green cello. And it's basically how I made it on the live, but we're gonna go ahead and, and wire cutters. Let me grab my wire cutters. All right, I think that's everything. I think. All right, let's go ahead and start with opening up our Now, if you don't buy this type, you can also just buy a regular one and cut it to fit. This one fits nice and snug in there, and I'll be able to get it out too. Okay, so we're going to set that aside. If you were not going to use it so that you wanted someone to use it, you would just glue it in there. All right, so I'm going to I'm using 7. Hopefully I have 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have just enough. I'm using 7 cupcake liners. I'm using gold, and I'm using a yellow polka dot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And basically what we're going to go ahead and do is just glue. We're going to flatten them out and then glue the gold and the polka dot together. I have been making candy arrangements for a very long time. I haven't made them in a while, but they're, I think, a fun gift to give when you don't know what to get someone for as a gift. So just going to go ahead. If you want to match them up as best as you can, but sometimes I don't get them exactly matched, so I trim them up a little bit. You just want to put a nice amount on there so they stick. And you can make them bigger if you want. You can make it a bigger arrangement using more lollipops, but I wanted to make it kind of simple for you for the first time here, showing you. Do you ever have, like, when you're creating it or something's in your mind and you just have to get it out? That's what happens with me. If I don't get out my design, it drives me crazy. And all my life, I have been creating. All my life. I remember when I was younger, and I used to go to my aunt's for, she would babysit us, and the only thing she really would have is construction paper and crayons, and I would go to town. Unfortunately, I did not go to art school, and I probably should have, but I'm a self-taught, except for floral designing. Designing, I learned, in my 20s. I learned how to floral design, and that's a lot of fun too. All right, so we are making this cute little arrangement, but in our mug. We have our 7 liners, 7 lollipops, and I chose green. You can make them any color you want. I chose green for the center. And just trimming up where you need to. Then we're going to take, I guess the best way to do it is maybe take your skewer and just poke a hole and poke your lollipop through as far down as you can go. You probably need to decide what side you want on the outside, what side you want on the inside. So the foil I put on the inside and the polka dot on the outside. But it's completely up to you. And I know that if you look around, they have actual cupcake liners that look like a flower. So you could use those also. Okay, so you're going to grab your floral tape. Now floral tape is like it's sticky when you stretch it. Not really sticky when you just leave it regular. So when you stretch it, as you're doing your flowers, it should stick to itself. And we're just going to try to pinch down below here and then take our floral tape and just wrap it around. It would help if I was in the camera. And then just go all the way down, and you're just twirling it around. and you can bend it and shape it because the foil helps you to be able to do that. So let's do a couple more, or you can use your scissors. I'll use my scissors. Just be careful. Let's see. Actually, I'm going to put it down here. The skewer kind of worked better. I wasn't so nervous using it. Okay, we poke it in the middle. I would say leave a little bit so that you can pinch. And then again, if you need to, you can go ahead and maybe wire it first or tape it with regular tape to help you pinch it, like if your fingers won't allow you to do that. Because I know as we get older, our fingers don't tend to work as well as they used to. Okay, so I'm going to just pinch. And it's okay if it's like that because I can just go ahead and adjust it after I'm done. It might take you a few times to get used to the floral tape. Remember, you just got to practice. If this happens, then go ahead and grab some glue and just reattach it. If you want, you don't have to. You can always leave it like that, or you can reattach it. Apparently I didn't do a great job gluing my flowers down. Let's revisit that real quick. So make sure you're getting the edges. So the foil I bought, I believe, online on Amazon. So if that's something that you want, then you would just, Amazon, unfortunately, it has a lot of stuff. Not everybody has stores that carry stuff like this, so. And you don't have to use the foil. Oh, I have a stubborn one. Sorry, I'm going off camera. And you don't have to use the blow pops. You can use the mini Tootsie Roll Pops or the Dum Dums or anything like that. You do want to make sure that you're doing an odd number when you're designing. Normally we use like 3, 5. 7, odd number. Okay. Pinch, pinch, pinch. Oh my goodness, I gotta keep looking. Pinch, pinch, pinch. Twirl. And if you wanted to, you probably could cut some of that off, so it's not so up there. And we have one more to show you. Actually, we should have 2 more. And then, of course, you can purchase anything else you would like to put in it. All you would have to do is just, you can actually put some real flowers in it too. See if I can show you part of that too. Okay, let's get. And then our last one. Okay. So we're going to make the easy peasy way. We have our 7 flowers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Hopefully it's easy peasy. And we are going to grab our, cello. I'm going to make squares. And I think, let's see. Maybe like 6-inch by, well, I'll show you what I do. So I do about 6 inches or so, and then I just kind of fold it up. And maybe into 4s, I guess, depending on, actually, let's fold it one more time because we don't need them that big because this is not a very big arrangement. And then I'm just going to cut. Make sure you get all the cuts. All right. I'm going to grab our wire, and we don't need a big piece, so I'm going to cut it in half. My fingers are a little bit sticky from the... Okay, so you're just going to pinch and kind of like, you know how like you pinch and twist to make like a little poof. And you're going to, I usually put my finger here and then twist. You're going to leave a little tab here and then just twist. So we're going to make a bunch of those. So it's just pinch in the middle, keep a little tab, and turn. Well, let's see, I don't know how many I'm going to make. Oh, okay, so we're going to make them, but also we're going to squeeze them like that, and we're going to add 1 each to our flower. So we're putting it on wire, and then we're adding 1 to our flower by using our floral tape. If that's a little bit harder for you to do, you can go ahead and you can just add the one that you put on the wire to here to make it a little bit easier. Just make sure that you're putting it low enough. It's kind of like our leaf. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. So we want to have our little tab. Yeah, my thing is glitching. I'm going to put it low enough so it looks like a leaf. And again, just twirling it on. I'm sorry, the glitching. I have a feeling my computer is going to be hitting the bucket. I don't want to not do this for you. Okay. Wrap it around it. I'll tell you, technology, as much as I love doing it, every day it's a challenge. Something usually happens. All right. But that's okay. It gives us, life would be boring without challenges, right? All right, two more. I'm gonna have to cut some more. This would be good for Easter too, now that I'm thinking of it. You can do Valentine's, you can do Easter. Again, about a 6-inch, 6 to 8 inch, probably 6, and then, yeah, I'm comfortable with 6, and then fold it once, twice, 3 times, give it a cut, Make sure that you get all the edges cut. Pinch. The key is to pinch and pull. So like I said, it takes practice. Okay, let's do these guys. And again, so this wire is a pretty stiff wire. It comes in bundles like 12-inch lengths, or it comes on a spool too sometimes. So either way that you can find it. You can also probably use ties, like bread ties, if you are making this just for yourself or to give to someone. You're not making, you don't need a lot. Okay. Actually, we don't need a glue gun. Do we need a glue gun? I don't know, but my glue gun, I'm not sure. Let me put it back here. I have 3 more. Okay. All right. So now we have, I don't know. We're going to find out how many I use. It depends on your the container you're using, how many of these you're going to need. So we'll wait and see. You can also use tissue paper if you wanted to with it. You just grab a swig of water. Let's grab our container. For this particular one, I am going to leave it low like this. This is a low arrangement, kind of like a centerpiece, we would say. And I'm going to keep it low on purpose so that it makes it nice and easy for you guys to be able to do it. You want to decide, well, you might want to decide which one you want to be your front of your container. For me, it doesn't really matter because it's an all-around piece. So we are going to go ahead, and you don't want to glue them in because you want someone to be able to eat them, right? Unless you want to glue them in. But we're going to put one in the middle, one to the side, sorry. Let's see, I'm going to switch my camera view so that you can see both. Let's switch it to, there we go. I'll just move this up here. Okay. And then a third one here. Okay, and you want to keep it fairly close to the edge of the container. And then you're going to just add one here, maybe a little bit lower than, because you kind of want them to kind of be around it, like, so you want to keep it close to the container. I don't really know what I'm doing. I can't, oh, I guess I can see. And then the other one, okay. So that's what it looks like here. And then here. So now we're going to come in, and we're just, because we have it on wire and it's pretty stiff wire, you're just going to go ahead and go around the edge of the container and poke them in. So you don't want to be able to see the container, you want to see the green. That makes sense? So I'm keeping it very close to the container here. And I am definitely going to need more. So, or if you wanted to, well, no, on this one you probably, we definitely want to use this type of technique, because remember, we're going to be pulling out the arrangement. So I'm going to go around and kind of just show you. I'll have to add more to it, but I just want to so I have about one, you probably, I don't know, I should have counted them before I started it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So you probably want about 12 to 16 maybe, depending on your container. And again, you would just go all the way around, filling it up. And then I'm gonna just rip a little bit of cloth because I don't have ribbon. So I'm just gonna make my own. I like to travel and find remnant pieces. They're fun to use. And I'm just going to go back and forth. Let's see, I'll start this way. Back and forth. I'm going to have to twist. I'm going to make a little loop and then just twist. So however comfortable you're making a bow, I'm going to need a little more. I want it to be a little bit bigger. Puffy, poofier, poofier. Okay, 1, 2, 1. Keeping the same amount of loops on each side. Normally with an arrangement, I do 3 loops on each side. So let's see if that's going to work. And I'm turning the fabric because I want the fabric to show, as opposed to the nice side, as opposed to the dull side. All right, so let's do this. I'm going to grab a wire, put it through the middle, and then just twist. And you can add it in like that, or you can cut this down a little bit, grab a skewer, and add it to the skewer with some tape. Makes it a little bit easier. To put in. I'm going to cut it a little, well, depending on, I'm going to cut it just a little bit so it goes in there nice. And let me see. I want to do it so you can see it. You decide where you want your bow to be. And you can put more than one bow, you can put 2. But there's my bow. And then you can put, you know, a little get well pick in there, like my little love pick here, or happy day, or whatever you want. You can also go ahead and add some of the strips. if you wanted to add a little yellow, let's just do that just for the heck of it. Okay, so we could just make a little bow or a little, I don't know what you would call it. A little bow, yeah. Maybe a little bit bigger, but two loop bow, and then just kind of stick it in just to give it a little color. I don't know that it really needs it, but you could if you wanted to, and it would kind of just add some to that. Or you can add, there's one other thing I wanted to say that you can add, but I don't remember now. Oh, these are the coolest things. Do you remember these? When we were younger and we had the candy bracelets. I just think they're so cool. And maybe you can add, you can tape onto the, you can just add some tape on a pick. I usually like to use packing tape or just the transparent tape. I don't like to use the invisible tape because it doesn't seem to stick as well. And then you can just go ahead and add that in there as a little extra candy piece. And I just put it in there. All right, so there are my two. Let's switch this over to, I can't see. Yay. Okay, so we have the two arrangements. We have the maybe get well or happy birthday or whatever in a cute little mug that they can pop out and still use. So I like that. Or this one is just reusing a container that you have, and it is a glued in piece that, you know, they don't have to, they won't be reusing. But yeah. So thank you for joining. Go over to Creative Faith Cafe on Facebook and of course on YouTube. And we would love for you, I would love for you to join me. We would love for you to join us as we create, as we journey through our creativeness, as we just have some fun together. So thanks for joining me. Have fun, and we'll see you soon.